Okay. How shall we start today?
How's your gut feeling? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how accurate do you think it is?
I think it's like a 9, maybe sometimes 10. I think
Same.
9.5.
Same. It's my intuition. Like it's an intuition is usually like a gut feeling. You know what I mean? It's a form of like a knowledge, like a your inner constants, like your knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, I mean,
It's like immediate understanding of like what's happening or like what's gonna happen. You have like a gut feeling, like I guess it's like based on experiences that you've seen, like on movies or like around you in personal experience, or maybe your own self experience that you already, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I think it takes a lot of courage to trust your gut because you can sometimes second guess yourself.
It's a subconscious processing. Yeah, it's like experiencing or learning. It's a pattern recognition. Like your gut feeling is like you've been there before, so like you already know what's gonna happen. It's like a reflex.
Where I'm with all of it, for me lately, they say it's like called living in the here and now, where it's
Living in the here and
yeah,
now.
where it's like this moment is everything. This moment
Yeah.
is everything, and we often want to get to point B, but it's like you're only get to point B if you live point now really, really well. The better you live point now,
Mm-hmm.
the more you're gonna love the next now, which will be
Yeah.
point B. So that's I think for me where it takes me. Intuition takes me to the now, to this like right now.
No.
When I try to live in the future, that's usually when things go wrong
What do you mean?
because you can't control the future.
No.
So if you try to control the future in a way like you can kind of influence it, but you can't predict it fully.
No.
But if
I
you live
mean,
in the
yeah.
here and now
The
really
here and
well,
now.
you're gonna handle the future
Yeah,
better.
it's like a survival instinct.
I'm trying to talk louder because my bike went out, but yours is on.
Why? What happened?
It's right out about it. Yours is on. Yours is on. Don't touch it. Good luck.
I'm placing it as
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
You watch the light, okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. For me, that's how I like the meditation. Like
Yeah.
today, for example, one of the most secret thoughts I had today was
What?
it was this energy within me. Let me honor it
Yeah.
and know that this energy within me, the way it feels, the way it's manifesting in me, the way it's expanding in me,
Yeah.
that's my most sacred thing I could do today. That's the secret of today for me. Or it all comes, like I said, it always comes down to me for like it's almost like the internal energy. That's instinct, right?
It's your animal coming out. It's your survival instinct. Like gut feeling.
That's what I belong. That's what I belong doing.
Have you ever like not listened to your gut feeling and then everything went wrong?
Yeah.
Because that happened to me. Like I didn't listen to my gut feeling and I just felt awful because I know what I should have done right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. And I do respect that about you. You kind of have like you do tend to sort of dial in a little bit. Like you can know, I sense you doing it.
But it's so weird that people don't believe in the sixth sense, but your gut feeling is basically like the sixth sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's like a recognition pattern, like you already been there before. There's some times where I haven't, and I just know that my gut feeling is always right. Like the energy that I receive or give, like it's just the gut feeling is always right.
Well, because
Always right.
we were raised in school to just think 1 + 2 = 3, and like the history books, and so we didn't really they didn't really like teach us about mystical or like the unspoken of words. They didn't teach us that.
Yeah.
So I think that that's why.
It's like very logical.
Yeah, I think that's why we don't really value it so much as a collective whole. But there are a lot of people that do get it a
And they're
lot.
really advanced with it. And I feel like the people who are really advanced with it is like when they're connected to their dark side, and they trust themselves a lot.
Yeah.
And once they trust themselves and have that self control, like their gut feeling is always right. And they control it in a way where they can get away with things even though it's right or wrong, because like when you want to succeed, like that gut feeling is your best friend. Like you only have yourself.
You're right. That's 100% right. And like
100%.
I say, the fact like that came out right now during this content. We didn't plan that was going to come out, but that is 100% what I'm thinking. Me and you are on a very similar wavelength right now. A very, very extremely, like we're like on the same page.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But you see, like I'm saying, do you see how to? And you go back to what I was saying. Do you see how to tune into that? Do you see how to really focus on right now?
Right now.
Right. You can't really be thinking too much about what if. It's almost like right now.
Right now, and you make a decision. A gut feeling is a feeling, but once you act up on it, it's like you make decisions right away.
Yeah.
Because you already know the answer.
Yeah. And I might have a part of me that wants to, like Tim Grover was writing about. He goes, you can always quit and go back to a quiet life. He says that, and he goes, and go back to normal.
Go back to normal.
And he's like everyone else, and he goes, normal, like everyone else. And it's just like, ouch, dude. Like, so when I wake up this morning and I breathe into that reality, and it's my call going off, and I'm feeling that, and I'm feeling the challenge. There's a part of me we've talked about where it's like, okay, go back to bed, but that part's getting weaker and weaker, and the part of me that is loving it is like, another day of this, another day of this strength, another day of this reward, of this win, right? And so, that's instinct, because you're trusting that you are doing something right, but no one's in a way like applauding you, giving you a trophy. No. You just know that you're putting together something great bit by bit, and that takes a lot of instinct.
It does take a lot of instinct and a lot of self-trust. And it's like a path for you, and like Tim Grover said, it's like it comes with a lot of distractions, and that's why people don't really go into their gut feelings, because people tell them like, oh, this is not right, this is wrong.
You're listening to others.
Yeah, you're listening to others. And honestly, I recently been like listening to others, and I barely noticed that. I'm just like, damn, dude, like shit's exhausting.
It is.
It's very exhausting living someone else's life.
Every little text you send that is a waste of time, this is where I'm at with it. It's taking away from my here and now. In other words, if it didn't need to be sent, it's taking away energy from my here and now. A little bit of energy from my instinct. However trivial, it's like, did I need to send it? Was it in any way helpful? Because sometimes I'm saying, look, when the alarm clock goes off at 5:30 and I get up, I'm sometimes grasping for like another 5 minutes of meditation, right? And those 5 minutes, maybe I won't have them if I'm texting people that don't need to be texted, right? They're just gonna have little space in my head that aren't about instinct. They're gonna take their life less serious. They're not about elevating. So in a way, their vibration's here. So when I talk to them, they're gonna kind of bring me down a little bit. Not because they're bad people, but it's just because it's energy. It's gonna gravitate.
It's energy and
right.
Energy. Oh my god.
Like, okay, let's say you've been working with me for a bit. Now you're talking about instinct and dark side. Do you feel yourself like the energy in you elevating? Do you feel like it's elevated?
Yeah, and usually people don't know that it's energy over emotion. And when they want to elevate, they get into their emotions. No. You have to be emotionless. Because you start caring about what people think about you. You start caring how you want to perceive to be liked. You know what I mean?
And you really can't care.
No, you can't.
You can't.
So it's just the energy that you radiate like off everybody, and it's like you need to trust that gut feeling. It's like if that energy does not pursue you, then leave.
Yeah. Like, for example, this content, I love it, period.
Yeah.
And I know that when I look back at it, let's say I look back at it 3 months, a year later, 6 months later, I know I'm going to love it, period. Period.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Period. And so that's why validation or all those things. Yeah, I want to reach more people, but it's like not at the cost of compromising what I see and feel is the right move. Like tomorrow we'll do hip thrusts and that kind of content, of course. But like, think about where we started with this content. It was just like, we're gonna do meta ideas, and here we are, deep in the fold, deep in the cusp of it. And we're here talking about instinct and shadows and stuff like that. And, now we're able to go, don't care what they think, right? And so, like, that's 60 days of work to get here. 60 days of work to get here. And now the challenge is to now go deeper, take that mindset and go deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper still. And the more that you go deep within it, the more that out comes that part of you that's dormant in there, like hidden. Because there's nowhere else. It's like you're so connected with it that it's just gonna spill out of your mind. It's gonna spill out of your words because you're so connected with it.
Well, that's good. I have to go because I'm gonna train a client right now.
Yeah.
But how do you feel right now? I feel good. The energy's good. As long as what I love about our workplace is that when you and me do some marketing commission, we always keep this this circle of radiant energy, and I throw you energy, you throw me energy back, and everything's perfect.
It's a very beautiful,
very beautiful,
work.
Yeah, very beautiful.
All right. Well, I'm Jacob.
I'm Nicole.
And bye.
Eat some almonds.
Peace.